Page 36, Etude in B flat. Ooh, what's that about? Well, we've had etudes before, remember? An etude is a study piece where you're studying some technical aspect of piano playing or music or something. B flat is the key of B flat major. So this is an etude using the key of B flat major. We're kind of getting into that key. So it's time to go find my scale video on B flat major and learn it one octave up and down. So let's talk about this etude. Treble and bass clef, 3 lines long, 2 flats. 1 flat, remember, is the B flat, and that's the key of F major. The first flat is always a B flat. The second flat is always an E flat. And this is the key of B flat major. But I just play in the key, and I know which notes are flatted. I just play them when I get to them. I don't worry about, see, is this a flat or not? If I know the scale, I know the notes in the key, and that works very well. Go take both hands at the same time because it's one hand or the other playing. And there are eighth notes all over the place. It's in common time, 4/4 time. So 4 counts in a measure. So we're here. It's the start. Here. This is a little weird, but okay. We're not staying here, but that's where you're starting. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just broken chords. And now they want you to do here. And you can do this even with big hands because both notes are black keys. They come up here, back to here, second line, second measure, you're here, they say 5-2, that's fine, you're sort of staying in this position. Here, 1, 2, 4, and back here. The last measure of the second line, it's an A flat now. That's interesting. And then the last line. And then the next measure is G flat. They're all black keys. And then here. And then an F, E flat there. Really big hands. You could possibly do that if you had to, but I suggest the 5-1 if you can. Now, once you have an idea of the notes and the fingering and all that, then for the articulation, they're slurred. Connect a, lift up. And then starting with the last measure of the second line in the right hand, the first 8th note has a little line under it. We'll talk about that. They have a note up above of what they want you to do with the line. It's called a tenuto line, and different people interpret it differently. It's part of the articulation. A long time ago, a couple 100 years or more ago, the tenuto was considered an accent. The little line meant accent. But it's changed where now we're using the sideways arrows and as the accent. I mean, they had the sideways arrow back then, and it's just, understand, some people treat a tenuto like an accent. I don't. Tenuto means to linger on it or to stay on it. You just linger on it. So it's, you just, I'm almost holding it down. Even if I play the neat notes, then I release it. I'm overlapping. I'm just hanging on to that note. What they want you to do here is to give it a little bit of stress to bring it out just a little bit. You see it happen in the next few minutes. So it's here. They want you to bring that line out, that bit. Is what it's for. They're telling you how to interpret the piece, or how they want you to bring that out. And we would tend to do that in pieces anyway. When we see kind of a line, a flow of notes that kind of go up or down, ascending or descending, we sometimes bring them out as part of interpreting the piece. I would not accent it. No, if you want to stress it just a hair, that's fine to bring it out, but don't accent it. Dynamics, of course, both hands, whatever you think moderately soft is, and that's that way throughout. It's just a gentle, you just, moderato for the speed, but it's an etude. It's not real fast and not real slow, somewhere in the middle. That's the overall feel of it. It's up to you. Don't go real fast. That's not what this etude is about. That's not what we're studying here. Just keep it slow and easy, not slow, but nice and flowing. Something in there. Now there is a note, and you'll see in the first measure between the stabs underneath the half note, there's a 2 in parentheses. They're telling you, and the note up above telling you, that you can also play this as a cross-hand study, and you can play it with second finger of the left hand. So it's here. All the half notes in the upper staff are played with the left hand. If you want to do that, you go right ahead. I find it a little cumbersome because the right hand is there. And so if I'm going to do it, maybe I change the fingering so the right hand isn't there. And I can go here. In this position rather than this position. I go here. So I'm not there, because if the right hand is there, I'm going to use the right hand. Sure, why not? Although I've run across pieces where they tell you specifically use the other hand for a particular note, even though the right hand is there. I don't know. It gets a little confusing. Let's play it together very slowly and double check that we have the right notes, so don't think the rhythm's a problem. I'll give us 4 counts. We'll go real slow here. 1, 2, ready, and go, and 1, 3, and 4, 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 and